I'm Kerry Fink with Helping Seniors of Brevard, and it is time for Helping Seniors Updates. And here we are. We're already on May the 7th, Friday, May the 7th, and so honored and thrilled to have with us Jennifer Helin, who is not only the owner of Seniors Helping Seniors, but also one of the very trusted and longtime friends of Helping Seniors who sits on our board of directors. How are you today?
I am wonderful. How are you today, Kerry?
Oh, it's good. It's actually kind of exciting. There's some really neat things that are going on with Helping Seniors. We're going to talk a little bit about this thing. You might have seen it in Hometown News, or maybe you caught Joe Steckler, our president and founder's column in Senior Scene magazine. It's called Stay Connected. And we're going to get a little bit more into that. But I just wanted to ask, now that the governor has basically released all of the statewide mandates and just left it up to individual businesses to decide what's safe and things like that. I'm thinking that like we're kind of back and open for business now, aren't we, Jennifer?
We are. And I think for the most part, our seniors have all been vaccinated. They took COVID very seriously. They all have their vaccinations, so they are feeling more comfortable going out and visiting and starting to go out to dinner, getting together once again.
Yeah, which is so important. We're going to talk more about that when we talk Stay Connected. But I wanted to ask in particular, you are always kind enough to volunteer your time to come down and be part of the Helping Seniors radio show once a month. And I know on the last show, we talked about an initiative that you guys do called the Electronic Caregiver. And folks, if you didn't get to catch the radio show, we archive those. So you, at any point, you can go to helpingseniors.brevard.org. And you can call it up by subject. You can just go through kind of like you would walk down a row of library books and say, yep, that's the one I want to see or hear. You can also, if you're a YouTuber, you can just subscribe to Helping Seniors on YouTube. All of these videos for the radio shows and the TV shows and all of that are available there, as they are on our Facebook page, Helping Seniors of Brevard. But in this show, you were talking about electronic caregiver. And we, these are supposed to be quick updates, but real quickly, can you kind of like synopsize it, because it's a brilliant concept for securing the safety of our seniors.
It is, and actually, just about 2 weeks ago now, a very good friend through business ended up getting an electronic caregiver from us because she had taken a fall. She is a senior. She took a fall, broke her wrist, and it made her more concerned if she is home and her daughter is not home, if she's by herself, if she's out and about, because she still is really super active. She's got the security of the electronic caregiver right on her wrist. She doesn't have to search through her purse trying to find her cell phone. She can press of a button, she can get help immediately. So it is a help I fall and I can get up button, but it's so much more than that. The technology is amazing. It can do medication reminders, activity alerts. It can, through Bluetooth devices, track your blood pressure, glucose, weight, temperature, pulse ox, and it can send it to whoever you want it to go to. So it can send it directly to your doctor, or maybe your daughter is a nurse and she's in another state. So it's the technology that is coming out these days is amazing, and it's going to help our seniors stay active, which we want them to do. We want them to stay connected, and it's going to help them stay safe doing so.
And what really impressed me, and this, folks, is why you need to go back and really get into the details of this. There's also a TV show that we did together about the electronic caregiver, because the peace of mind that it affords you is incredible. And I remember thinking, well, all this sounds tremendously expensive, or you must have to sign like a 10-year contract or something like that. And when Jennifer, you told me the price and the fact that it literally is available month to month, I was like blown away.
So yeah, the base price is $39.95. Right now, it's a 15% discount off all of the monthly fees. So for the lifetime of the unit, you get 15% off that $39.95. And if you need it for 2 months, you need it for 2 months. If you need it for 3-4 years, that discount will go with you. And so there is no contract. So luckily, if something happens, we've had clients get the electronic caregiver and then go into an assisted living facility, not really needed anymore. So there's no long-term contract.
Which is great. So how do we get in touch with you to get more information about the electronic caregiver?
Give our office a call. The number is 321-722-2888. 2999. And we have a demo unit. We can bring it out, show you how it works. And if you're interested, we can install it right then and there.
Wow, terrific. And the other thing is, though, if you're looking for good employment, because you guys are hiring quality people, right? If there's you seniors helping seniors, which means you're looking for seniors who are great people that want to work with seniors, and you have job openings, right?
We do. So if you want a part-time job that you'd absolutely love, we would love to hear from you. We just hired a retired RN. She just retired, but she still wants to work. We put her with a lady that just happens to be a retired RN. Turns out they both lived in Wilmington, Delaware for a little while. These two ladies are getting along fabulously well. She calls us, the new caregiver calls us, oh my gosh, I love this. This is exactly what I want to be doing. So we're so happy that we've been able to, and we really try to do that. We try to match our caregivers with our customers, because then the caregiver's so happy. And if she's so happy, the customer's happy. And the daughter said, I'd really like to, Mom, have more hours, so more service, but I don't think she's going to want that. Well, the first day, instead of 2 hours, she asked the caregiver to stay. She stayed 4 hours. So the family's thrilled, the caregiver's thrilled, and the customer's thrilled. And that's really what we hope for every single client. So it's a great part-time job that hopefully you will feel just that good about.
Yeah, it's like win-win-win for everybody, And so again, and I remember we talked about this on a radio show or a TV show once too. I kept thinking like, well, you have to have like a certain level of, maybe you have medical background. And you said, no, you just have to have like the right heart for caring. And so it sounded to me like you really wanted people to just encourage them to get in touch with you about that. So how do they do that?
So again, give us a call at 321-722-2999, or you can go online to www.seniorshelpingseniors.com/Brevard, and it will tell you a little bit about what we do and how we do it. And there's also a link for an application if you'd like it. And we've got retired nurses, but we've got retired teachers, a gentleman that used to work on Wall Street, just a whole variety of people who have a wonderful heart and have taken care of their mom or dad, spouse, and that real world experience is huge.
Yeah, they get what it means to be a help to somebody. That's so important. Well, and speaking of being a help to somebody, the last thing we wanted to touch on real quickly today on Helping Seniors Update is this program that Joe Steckler, our president and founder, has really he's the visionary of the organization. He's the guy that came up with the Joe's Clubs, right? They call them Joe's Clubs because he saw the need for adult daycare for people that are trying to caregive for somebody, and then yet they still have their other obligations. They've got responsibilities at work, or they have other family responsibilities, or they have with their church, or however, they've got other things that they have to try to manage in addition to basically being round the clock care for their loved one. And so when Joe created those Joe's Clubs, he really solved a massive need here in Brevard County. And that's, as we were talking about what we're trying to accomplish with helping seniors go forward. We're already known now for 10 years for having the Senior Information Helpline. You can't pick up a magazine or a newspaper in this county without seeing an article from Joe where he's advocating for seniors, or people love to get our Helping Seniors newsletter because it's chock full of information that helps you on your own aging plan. And then of course we advocate for seniors with everybody at all points. But Joe was talking about, as we all survived COVID, now things are opening up. I remember early on, Jennifer, you guys in kind of the care business for seniors, going into people's homes and talking to people that were connected with assisted living. They figured out early on, we can keep our seniors alive if we do all the required, disinfecting, the social distancing, the mask, all the things that the CDC want us to do. We can make sure that we can keep our seniors safe, but we quickly learned the other issue was isolation, right? And that's what Stay Connected is about. And you guys really have been part of that solution anyway, in some very innovative ways. I wanted to ask you to talk about that, and also a program that you've been connected to through Triad that is doing something called, I think, Stop By and Say Hi. Talk a little bit about that.
So going with Seniors Helping Seniors, we realized we had some customers who rightfully so were really concerned about COVID. So they stopped services. But we still wanted to stay in touch because it is important for people to have socialization and feel connected to one another. So we would drop care packages off at the door, hang it on the door, ring the doorbell and run, wave from the sidewalk just to let them know we're still here, we care. And boy, especially during that toilet paper shortage, a lot of people were having a hard time. So we were doing care packages and getting powdered milk at one point for someone, baked beans for another person, but just trying to let them know in little ways that we're still here, we're still connected, and you're cared about, you're thought of. Phone calls, and the phone calls are through Brevard County Triad, which is the state attorney's office, the sheriff's office, and the local police. They really work on scams and helping our seniors within Brevard County. And through Triad, I got to know about the Satellite Beach Stop By and Say Hi program. And Satellite Beach does a tremendous job with their seniors. It is the fire department, the police department, the Stop By and Say Hi program. Amazing job that they do for their seniors in Satellite. And the Stop By and Say Hi program during COVID, I understand, they couldn't go in anymore. So they were calling people over the phone. And what a great way to stay connected, to pick up the phone and have a conversation. And Kerry, like you and I, we're talking about earlier, a lot of times Kim with our information hotline, she talks to people and they end up calling back just to say hello to Kim because she's such a friendly voice over the phone. And we with Joe's inspiration would like to take that into Brevard County. So Satellite Beach does a great job. I know Palm Bay was talking about it before COVID. But the rest of the county, we have seniors all over in unincorporated Brevard, in other parts of the county. So let's see if we can connect people through a really meaningful phone call.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I know you're going to try to invite some of the people who put that program together so that we can learn from how they were successfully able to do that, locally in the Satellite Beach area. And then our goal would be to see if we can get volunteers who are willing to jump in and be part of this and help us as we expand this. Because we always tell people, it sounds like a tagline, but say from Micco to Mims, I mean, it's 72 miles end to end in this county. So there's a lot of people we have to reach in a lot of different places. And I'm excited about this. And I think Joe told when we were up for a county grant, when he made the presentation, he said, he reminded him, he said, it's all about helping people. We've got to be, it's nice when we do all the things that we do. We publish a newspaper article or whatever the things we do, that helps people. But we've got to make sure that we are talking to people one-on-one, because a lot of times the isolation, it became as much of a problem as COVID as did the actual virus itself, I think.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, that was true. We saw people lose weight. We saw way higher incidences of anxiety, depression, people just a failure to thrive. So we want to make sure that does not continue. And even though people are vaccinated, we're starting to get out, that what I call COVID funk has continued on. And so I think we need to continue to reach out and talk to one another and stay connected and kind of reconnect, because now we've been like this for so long that it's hard to break out of that and to start going back out again. It's a little bit scary. So getting people to start talking over the phone is a great first step in getting back to a little bit more normal life.
No, exactly. Now is the time for that. So our senior information helpline is 321-473-7770. And you're going to be hearing a lot more about Stay Connected. In fact, what we're talking about is getting together a meeting in June over at Nautilus Ballroom over on Beachside, where we have done a lot of community information seminars. Now that it is safe for us to be able to start doing those again, we're really going to have a kind of a Stay Connected get together. So you'll want to stay connected, just so as all this is coming together, it's going to be exciting, and it's going to help the more than 165,000 65 plus that we have here in Brevard County. And that's what we're all about with Helping Seniors. So Jennifer Helin, I think the last thing I want to remind people is you can go by and see Jennifer and her team there at Seniors Helping Seniors, because among other things, getting great help at home, of the electronic caregiver, maybe the greatest job you'll ever love. And at least from my perspective, you can also pick up those Helping Seniors car raffle tickets, which is our fundraiser, because you got them there, right?
We do. We have tickets right here, so you can stop by our office. We're on the corner of Hibiscus and Dairy, right across from Rockwell Collins. So we're a pretty convenient spot here in Melbourne. Stop by, say hi to us, and get your raffle tickets.
I think it's a great idea, because October 9th, somebody is winning a new car, and all of us are going to have a great night at the American Muscle Car Museum. So thanks, Jennifer, on behalf of our president and founder, Joe Steckler, Kim Bernard, our education specialist, and our whole Helping Seniors family, thanks for tuning in for Helping Seniors Updates. Hope you have a great weekend.